Hi guys, it's Freya. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. Today we are going to be setting up my binders for 17's upcoming comeback, Face the Sun. I am super excited for this album and that we are finally getting another full album from 17. I am completely sure that they will not disappoint. So I have all of the info up here on my iPad so that we can go through it all together and then set up for it. So this album is essentially an ode part 2 in the sense that there are the same amount of versions, same amount of photo cards, some similar things, some not similar things, some interesting things, but we do have 5 versions. So they're like episode 1, episode 2, Control, Shadow, Ray, Path, Pioneer. Not gonna lie to you, not the most excited about this color palette. It was an interesting choice and we'll see how the actual boxes look, but these albums are quite big. They are ever so slightly smaller than A4, but barely, and then like that thick. Like, they're pretty chunky albums, which is kind of terrifying, but it is what it is. First interesting thing that they did before the photo, okay. First press inclusion is highlighter pens. Interesting choice. Very confused. It says 1 of 13. Which implies that like this would be like S. Coupe's Dodino, right? So like, okay, it's pink, blue, but like that makes sense. 1 out of 13, but like, is their face on it? Does it just say their name? Like, what makes it member specific? I don't know if they chose the color, which it doesn't seem to be that they did, because besides this one, it's very much like a gradient kind of colors. This is a wild card for Dino. But then I'm confused as to why there's version specific boxes if the pens aren't version specific. The pens are member specific. So we'll have to see. Unless they just randomly threw the same pen into different boxes, which is interesting. And then like, why is this 18 centimeters tall? That's like this, no? Okay, not that much, but almost. Like, it's that big. But surely the pen's not that big. So like, is the box just giant? And then like, that wide? I have many questions and I guess they'll soon be answered. And then photo book, at least this time we are not getting member photo books or like unit photo books. It's just the photo book and you don't have to worry about not getting your bias, because I still have photo books from the last 2 eras. Like, I still don't have the photo books that have Vernon in them for some things. Because postage on albums is expensive, even unsealed ones. Next, there's this. Which like, I feel like might be PET, as in plastic, not PET. I did see someone on Twitter say that it'd be funny if these were just Chong'an's pet rock in different outfits, and I love that idea. I'm here for that idea. But I want to say that they're just plastic and it means PET. But these are like the size of a mini photo card. But they're not specific to anything. You just get the one in that version, and then the lyrics, CD, and then of course in these photos they split the PCs over 2, but 4 of 52 random, which means that for every version each member has 4 photo cards, exactly like an ode, which means a total of 20 PCs per member. So I collect 4 members fully, and then I always collect 1 OT13 set, which means that I'll be collecting 89 photo cards this era. Fun. I still haven't even finished an ode. So we will see how this goes, but we have Control, Shadow, Ray, Path, and Pioneer. I wonder if it's gonna be like 2 of one concept, 2 of another concept within that version, if that makes sense, like they did for an ode. But we will have to see. And then we have postcards this time, and of course, just because why not, there are 2 postcards per member per version. And lucky me has very recently decided to collect certain bigger inclusions, including postcards for all of my top 4. So love that for me. So that's like what, 40 postcards? Oh my gosh. Okay, and then there are posters which seem to be based on the version, but for whatever reason they're not, like they won't match the one that you get. You just get a random poster because why not? Okay, and then next we have the Kinos, which they are doing again, but this time there are 2 different versions. Ever since You Made My Dawn, I think was the last time they did multiple versions for a Kino. Yeah, because in Ode, Hengare, and Ataka all were one version. Looks like itself. Should be. So we have Ray and Pioneer with the 2 versions that were chosen for the Kinos. And then they come with the usual like title card, postcard, even though the same as the other ones. And then the ones of all the members. So there seems to be 2 per member per concept again. But instead of, say, the Hengare Kino, where you had a full set of every member for Hana and a full set of every member for Dul, I think, for the little Kino postcard things, which they call photo cards, the cards that come in these Kinos are quite big compared to a photo card, so I would say like mini postcard, I guess. But instead of getting one of every member for 2 concepts in one Kino, we have 2 different Kinos where you get 2 photos per member for this concept and 2 for this concept. Okay, and then very last for the Kinos, they have what they're calling a selfie photo card, but they're not photo card sized. So there are going to be random selfies, 1 per Kino, and each member has 1 for each version, but they're not photo card sized. They are big. So like the normal height of a photo card, that's how big these are wide. So they're big, which means that they will have to go into my bigger inclusions binder. And my plan for right now is to only collect Vernon and June for these. Okay, so here is my album photo card binder, which is currently very full, so I'll have to figure out something else for it soon. But if we flip right to the back, I have put in 10 pages for Face the Sun, which is the amount that we will need. Just to save time and to save the amount of paper that I'm using and fillers that I'm putting in and whatnot, I am just going to be putting 1 filler in the middle of each page that says what set this page will be. So I have all old fillers that I've taken out of my binder during videos, so I will need to take all the old stickers off these. But I have these adorable little animal sticky memos that I am going to be using today. Okay, so we have 2 pages of PCs per version, and I might I was going to just assume that similar to an ode we were going to get like two cards per member that are one set and 2 cards that are another set within the same version. But maybe it's not the smartest to assume that. So I might just do episode 1 control set 1, episode 1 control set 2. And then we'll just do it like that. Because even if all 4 cards do look the same, I'll have to split them anyway. Yeah, I think that'll be the plan. So episode 1. Control set 1.
Control set 2. Episode 2. Shadow set 1. Episode 2, Shadow.
Okay, so that is everything for regular photo cards. So control set 1, control set 2, shadow set 1, shadow set 2, ray set 1, ray set 2, path set 1, path set 2, pioneer set 1, pioneer set 2. Which is a lot. Like if we compare, so an ode starts here and it's not finished, but I have cards on every page, so it should be pretty accurate. It's going to be about this thick just for this album, so we are going to have to figure out a new system for my 17 album cards, I think. Now in terms of OT13, all of my stickers are trying to escape. Will he fit here? Okay. The little Hoshi sticker from my shop can go there. In terms of OT13, I usually just collect one set. Like we have this Artica set, and as you saw, as I was using this to show size and things, I do have the last piece I need to finish the set finally, but he won't be going away till I film a new storing photo cards video, so back in the box for warning. But because the carrot version cards were so cheap and accessible, I did collect half of the carrot version for the members that I don't collect, but my plan currently is just one set like this for this album. I don't know what version or what set I'm gonna collect yet. It'll just be whichever one I like the best. So super easy to set up this binder. It's just going to be one 9-pocket page in the back here, which you can't even see very well because I have this collage here, but I don't even know if it's worth separating album and non-album like I do with that. Who knows? Maybe I'll leave that out for now. But we have one page here, and I'm literally just going to pop one filler in the middle. And we're just going to do Face the Sun, OT 13. Which we all know means these 9 members. The rest of OT 13 that I don't already collect. This still remains one of my favorite sets. Oh my gosh. If they do anything, which surely they won't, right? I don't know if this concept calls for anything like this, but I usually go for soft boy concepts, so we'll see if any of the new ones happen to have that vibe. Okay, and then very last we have this binder. You guys did see me haul this binder in my Korea proxy haul, and I said that I didn't even know it was coming, which I didn't, but I found a good use for it. So this is where I have been collecting selective bigger inclusions. And so this is where all of the postcards are going to go. I do have another I guess like OT 13 bigger inclusions binder that has the more like generic non-member specific inclusions for certain albums and bigger inclusions that I have for members that aren't my top 4, but this binder is just going to be set up for my top 4. So I still am missing 3 Attica postcards, but we're going to ignore that. So I have a bunch of these postcard pages because they came with this binder. And I think I honestly might just like stick the sticky note into the page because I think it should be fine. Okay, so kind of exactly like the photo cards. I'm going to, sorry, I have my iPad here for reference, which is why I'm reaching forward. It's gonna be like control, shadow, ray, again, the same as before. Okay, so here's everything for the postcards. So control set 1, control set 2, shadow set 1, shadow set 2, phrase set 1, phrase set 2, path set 1, path set 2, pioneer set 1, pioneer set 2, and then I also went ahead and did little setups for the Kino PCs as well. This is gonna be June, this is gonna be Vernon, I don't So the 2 from the Ray version are going to go up top here, so June, Vernon, and then the Pioneer one's down here, June, Vernon. And that is my plan for Face the Sun. I know that you guys don't see this binder, like you've never seen this binder because I don't store bigger inclusions on camera. But in terms of like this binder, which is actually a collection, if that makes sense, like most of the bigger inclusions that I get are just things that like came in albums. I don't necessarily collect them, but because this is stuff that I've decided to collect for, let me know if you'd like me to start including this binder into my storing photocard videos, and if that's something you guys would like, I can definitely do that so that you can see these start to fill up after the album comes out. But that is all that I have to set up for today. I'm super excited for this comeback. I really hope that you guys are too. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please, 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 please stay safe, and I will see you in my next one.
어이 그래. 어이 그래. 아빠 왔어.
갑자기.
물 먹고 싶어? 알겠어. 아이고. 물 먹어.